Need cheap coins right now? Check out redzonecoins.com. For the very best discount available, use code DIRECTOR for 20% off. Hold up. 20% off? That's cheaper than any other YouTuber. Big ups to redzonecoins.com. Use code DIRECTOR. Yo, what up, brothers? What's up? It's the Director. Happy NFL Thursday. The NFL kickoff is today, man. Get pumped about that, man. The Chiefs versus the Texans tonight. At least we've got football today. And I say this because we did get our promo in Ultimate Kickoff today. I would say most people think it was a bit disappointing. It fell a little bit short. The overalls, a lot of things going on in the promo, people don't agree with. But in this video, there are some things to look forward to in this promo, man. What I have come to determine is that you can get 2 free 88 overalls to contribute to your team. Now, I'm going to show you guys which ones that I'm going to be choosing, how to get these free 88 overalls, and maybe how to capitalize on them if maybe you're strictly looking for coin or training. All right, dudes? Now, even before we get into the intro, let's pull this pack right here. This is something that you see in the store right now. 150 points. That ain't too bad. That ain't too shabby. Let's go ahead and open up this item and see who we get. The animations are, I think, exactly the same as that rookie cards, the rookie cards. But 81 overall, Andrew Thomas is going to be who we pull. Let's get into how to capitalize on this promo, guys. Before we get started, hit us up with a like and sub if you do enjoy this content. The small amount of time you guys take to hit the like, sub, and bell notification helps me out a lot. Let's get into this video. Lights, camera, action. The Ultimate Kickoff promo's here. Hey, let's take a look at what the objective is in this video, man. You got these team performance collectibles. We'll come back to that in just a second, but the players themselves, here are the first 4 that we're getting. And I do say the first 4 because I did watch all of GMM. It sounds like there's something else happening next week. Whether it's 4 more, heroes with another master. That's what I have to assume, just because, look how many cards, how many sets we have for the Ultimate Kickoff from. It's 3. And ultimately 2 of them are the same, and there was 1 for the master. So I have to believe that there's something else coming. Probably an offensive kickoff hero next week, and then probably 4 more heroes coming down the pipeline later. This set right here, though, is kind of what you want to focus on. You got this Nat hero item, okay? Now, there's 2 things that come into factor here. 1, you needed these 2 tokens, okay? And I'll show you how to get these 2 tokens. Once you put these 2 tokens in the set, you can get 1 of these players via Nat for free, okay? And you can get, Trent Williams, Linval Joseph, Todd Gurley, or Yannick Ngakoue. The thing is, I think the game is giving you an opportunity to get 4 total tokens, and 4 tokens to me screams that we should be getting another part of this promo, as well as more masters, an opportunity to get a second Nat item, okay? As you guys can see here, though, these 2 sets here are repeatable. This one is not. So if you want Linval Joseph, if you want Trent Williams, you can only do this set once. So make sure if it's a player that's going to stay on your team, that you do know that you can't do the set again if there is 2 additional tokens later. Okay. So how do you get these tokens? How do you go about acquiring these tokens? If you want to get one of these 88s for free, what do you need to do? Well, what's unfortunate is that if you are the kind of person that doesn't play, online head-to-head, you're going to have to wait until next week to get the second token, because the second token is locked behind the solos currently. What do I talk about the solos here? Let's go into the challenges. Sorry, you're talking to an OG Madden Ultimate Team player. They've been called solos for the longest time. Now they're called challenges, okay? Go in here to the Ultimate Kickoff challenges. You'll see here in the milestones, you're going to need, I think it's like 50 stars, yep, for the first hero token there. And that's going to allow you to get half of that Nat. Later on, you're going to have the opportunity to get another hero token for 100 stars, but the reason you can't get them right now is because the NFC solos are actually locked until the 17th of September, and you can only get 50 out of the AFC solos here. So right now you can really, maybe you can get more than 50 here, but at the same time, I don't think you're going to be able to get 100. I think Kralo did mention you're going to have to wait till next week to be able to get the second token out of solos. But the other thing is, if you do want to get let's say a Nat, for me, let's say Linval Joseph because he's a Charger. Let's say I want to get him right now. You do have the option of playing those solo challenges, getting that token, and then going into house rules. Now, House Rules is an online head-to-head mode. It's kind of like head-to-head, but they changed the rules up a little bit. They change it to things like we'll show you here. I think it's college overtime rules. Now, you click here, it says back to school, you know, use the head-to-head solos, the head-to-head house rules to earn one of these hero tokens. Okay, now 10 wins gets you one hero token. That's pretty cool. Now the rules are kind of like the college overtime, so you're gonna start at the 25-yard line, you're gonna try and score, and it's basically who can score the most points in overtime. That's kind of the objective there. It's actually pretty fun. I love house rules, me personally. So that's definitely something I'm going to participate in. And if you're just in it for the token, you only need to win 10 games, which is pretty cool. So you'll have to win those 10 games. You have to go get 50 stars in solos, and then you can get a free net 88 overall hero for Ultimate Kickoff. Okay. Now, out of those heroes, who would I select? Let me actually go back to the menu here really quick so I can show you the items. Or better yet, I still do have it open for my last video in Photoshop. Here are the guys that you can get from the free 88 overall right now. Yannick Ngakoue is probably the lowest on my totem pole right now. I have some really good pass rushers, but even they have trouble getting to the quarterback at a higher overall unless they have edge threat. An edge threat you can only get at a 90 overall, so even powering him up, you wouldn't be able to get that. So Yannick is okay, but he's definitely not my favorite choice right now. Next up is Trent Williams, left tackle. He's pretty close to the top for me. I would say if I didn't have Linval Joseph, if I wasn't a Chargers fan, I didn't have a Chargers theme team, this would definitely be my pick. Offensive linemen are very hard to come by at a cheap price. If you just want somebody you can set and forget, throw in the lineup for a long time, Trent Williams is probably the guy that you want to go with. Next up is Todd Gurley. He's my second to last option. 87 speed is great, but there's so many great running backs out there. Cam Akers has more speed than Todd Gurley, and he's going to be much cheaper than Todd Gurley. So I would look to those options instead of Todd Gurley. But if you're a fan, or if you have like a Rams or an Atlanta Falcons theme team, then definitely go after Todd. And lastly, this is my second pick, even if I wasn't a Chargers fan without a Chargers theme team. This defensive tackle is crazy good against the run. If you want a good nose tackle, if you want somebody, let's say in 3-4, this is the guy that you want to go after. So those are the guys that I would be targeting with this. As far as store offers and stuff go, let's take a look at these packs real quick. What's the info on here? 85 plus is 11%. I would say that's pretty good, but I would be cautious with this, man. Sometimes these just don't pay out. Let's go ahead and open one so you guys can kind of get the idea of what you're getting into if you decide to go in on these with coins. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think the value is going to be there unless you pull something really nice. We got a George Fant in this one, and that's going to be it. This pack probably lost me like 30,000 coins. So I would just say be cautious with these, man. It doesn't seem... Sometimes the promo packs are good. A lot of the times they're very bad. And right now, just from pulling that one pack, I gotta say I'm not stupendously impressed. Those 81s go for like 15K at the most. You do have these bundles and stuff like that you can pick up as well. They do come with the fantasy pack. You can get that fantasy pack by different means as well. The Kickoff promo has its own menu in the game right now, so you can get the use those alternate currency. I totally forgot to even mention that. You get alternate currency by quick selling players. You get alternate currency by doing solos and house rules, and then you can go use that alternate currency. It's called footballs this year to pick up some of these packs. This fantasy pack seems like the one that you maybe want to go after. Choose one of the 488 overall Kickoff heroes. It's 600 footballs. I have no idea how much that's going to cost, you know, if you go quick sell players and stuff like that, but that's one option. Maybe you can go into the auction house, pick up a bunch of 80s and 81s or whatever, see what they quick sell for. If you can get 600 footballs, a free 88 overall is actually not too bad. And it doesn't say Nat too, so you can go ahead and quick sell that. But I don't know how many you're gonna get via the solos and via house rules, so I'm not quite sure if you can get this one for free, but if you can get a good head start in it, maybe it's not a bad idea. 75 footballs for an 81 to 85. Team performance, which we're gonna get to in just a second. It looks like everything else is the same as far as like bundles and store offers and stuff like that. The last thing to go over real quickly is the team performance collectibles. This was probably one of the more disappointing parts of this promo for me. In years past, you would get like an 83 or an 84 overall player that upgraded throughout the year. I kind of get why they didn't do that, because you couldn't put them in power up. A lot of people weren't using them, but at the same time, it was kind of fun to see these guys power up. Instead, they decided to go the route of these tokens that quick sell for training. Now, the trick here is there's a huge downside to this. So let's say you go ahead and do a whole bunch of these, you know, solos and stuff like that, or you buy the team collectibles, and let's say you go for a team that probably is going to win a lot. Let's say the Kansas City Chiefs. To do this, you need to go ahead and put in one of these team tokens. You can get that from the store. You can get that, I think, in house rules and solos or stuff like that too. What the thing is with this though, you get 1,000 training for every win the Kansas City Chiefs would get over the season. The problem is it also decreases by 1,000 training for every loss they take. So if a team essentially goes 8-8, this thing's only worth 1,000 training, which is kind of crazy to me because you never know what's going to happen in the season. A lot of teams are going to go 8-8. Let's say a team goes 10-6. That's only going to be worth like, let's see, it would be like 2,000 training, 3,000 training, something like that. So that's a little crazy to me how little that this coin is actually going to offer. Unless you get a team that's like 16-0 or 14-2, this is probably not going to be worth it. So there's a couple of teams in here that obviously you want to go after if you're going to be doing this at all. Kansas City Chiefs, maybe the Dallas Cowboys, the San Francisco 49ers, you know, those teams that you expect to win a lot of games, maybe even the Patriots and the Ravens. So just kind of, you know, use your football knowledge here. See if there's a team that, you know, maybe you're sleeping on, maybe you're really confident in, and go after that collectible if you're really like stern on doing this. But me personally, it's probably a pass for me. It doesn't seem worth the time. You know, at the time that this is actually done, let's say in like December, 1,000 training is not going to be worth a lot. And so to go through all the trouble of getting multiple collectibles and stuff like that just doesn't seem worth it to me. But I don't know, maybe. If you guys found a way to make these worth it, if these are like super easy to do, then maybe. But let me know in the comment section below if you guys have a different opinion than me. Well, guys, that's going to be it. That's the entire promo. You got the Masters in there too. Obviously, you put all the heroes in there. You get the Master. You're going to get 2 of those heroes back nat. And just keep in mind, those heroes do quick sell for 1/4 of the training. So don't think this is a training method either. I think the last thing I failed to mention too is there is a store pack for training too. Hang on, let me go pull that up. This guy right here, 400 training, you're gonna get an 81 to 85 overall ultimate kickoff player. Now, I'll pull one just to kind of see what the pull rate is, but at the same time, these quick sell for footballs, so I don't think there's a training method to be made here. We're gonna get an 80, another George Fant, go figure. How much does this guy quick sell for football-wise? 45 footballs for an 81 overall. Okay, actually, that's more than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like 5 footballs, so maybe try and get that fantasy pack done. That might be profitable, but at the same time, I don't know, man. And this one right here for training, you'd have to get pretty lucky and you have to know what you're doing as far as converting that into coins. So I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comment section. I'll be looking around. I'll be posting on Twitter. If we find a good method or something, I'll definitely give you guys a heads up. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you think of this promo as a whole in the comment section below. For me, again, it fell short. Out of 5 stars, I gave it like a 2. There's some stuff to really like in this promo, but most of it is a bit underwhelming. Guys, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been the Director. We'll see you next time, and as always, stay frosty. Wow, guys, I'm tired. I'm a dad. Sometimes there is a, you know, one of those nights where it's just like, bro, go to bed. So there you go. Stay frosty, y'all.